Now to Good Morning Northwest, some breaking news. President Biden makes a surprise visit to Ukraine on the one-year anniversary of the Russian invasion.
Major changes with 2 weather alert days in front of us, but for different things. We'll talk about that coming up.
And 1 week since a mass shooting on the Michigan State University campus, classes start again. How the school is addressing it and what we know this morning about the students who were shot but survived. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Monday, February the 20th. Mark Peterson here with that first alert forecast. And I guess today is kind of the calm before the storm.
Yeah, calm today. This afternoon, we're going to see that change. 38 degrees currently into Coeur d'Alene. We're sitting at 35, winds to about 10 miles an hour. But we do have weather alert days on Tuesday and Wednesday for Spokane and North Idaho. Again, we're going to see severe road conditions due to the snow that's going to be moving in, and then the wind chills that'll be sub-zero for the middle of the week. So the 4 things that we need to know as we get going. Windy and warm today. We're going to see those winds pick up this afternoon. The rain will move in today along with that. Then tomorrow it's going to be snow moving into the afternoon, evening hours, and we're going to have that snowy Tuesday along with that Arctic air coming in behind the snow and then setting down for quite a while. So the forecast radar calls for, again, the rain showers coming in, then the winds come in behind that, and then we're going to see, again, that rain here, but more so into parts of Idaho and those winds following that. 48 for the high, 45 in Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint 42, Ritzville 52 degrees, even Bonners Ferry at 44. Our hourly forecast as we get through the day is going to be temperatures in the upper 40s, but those rain showers coming in later today.
Breaking news this morning, President Biden made an unannounced visit to war-torn Ukraine this morning, arriving in Kyiv as the United States signals its ongoing support ahead of the anniversary of Russia's invasion. ABC has obtained exclusive photos of that visit. Biden planned to meet for extended discussions with President Volodymyr Zelensky and other officials, he said in a statement, and he also planned to announce delivery of critical equipment, including artillery ammunition, anti-armor systems, and air surveillance radars. He said the visit reaffirmed that the United States has unwavering and unflagging commitment to Ukraine's democracy, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. Biden's visit comes ahead of a planned meeting with NATO allies in Poland later this afternoon.
This morning, Idaho State Police are investigating a crash in Post Falls that sent a 19-year-old to the hospital early Sunday. It happened on Highway 41 at Prairie Avenue. ISP says a 19-year-old man in a Toyota Celica hit a Lexus SUV that was driving east. An 18-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman were inside that Lexus. ISP says the driver of the Toyota was not wearing a seatbelt and was taken to the hospital.
In another crash early Sunday, a woman was airlifted to Sacred Heart Hospital injured in a head-on collision on State Route 20 in Okanogan County. Washington State Patrol says the woman was driving east when her car left the road to hit a tree. WSP says she suffered multiple injuries, including fractures to her neck bones and a broken leg. WSP says the woman was driving too fast for conditions. You can read more details about this story right now on KXLY.com.
Well, this man, 62-year-old Patrick Joe Kabiza, is now facing child rape and molestation charges. Detectives say more victims, and specifically boys, may be out there. We're not going to go into graphic detail here, but we do want to warn you these charges are disturbing. These crimes happened in Spokane Valley. Kabiza is accused of raping 2 young boys at his home. According to court documents, the boys were staying at Kabiza's house. Their mom says Kabiza had become like a grandfather to the family since they met him in October. The day the rapes happened, the boys told detectives they saw pills hidden in the pizza and wings they had ordered for takeout that night. At his first court appearance Friday, the prosecuting attorney read a statement from the boys' mom.
My concern is that Mr. Kabiza manipulates people in the neighborhood and the community with the vibe that he is the neighborhood grandpa. He grooms the parents and the kids in the neighborhood to trust him. He invites children and teens into his home.
In court documents, police say they found pink pills believed to be narcotics. One of the charges Kabiza is facing is a second-degree rape charge, which includes the accusation the victim was incapable of consent since he was physically helpless and mentally incapacitated. The details of the story and the number for the detective in this case are on our website, KXLY.com. Well, classes will resume at Michigan State University today.
It was 1 week ago that a gunman opened fire on campus, killing 3 people and wounding 5 others. The university's interim provost said the community is still dealing with the shock of what happened and hopes that students, faculty, and staff will continue to heal.
Know that everybody heals at their own pace and in their own manner, and so getting it exactly right will not be possible, but we will do the best we can in support of each other.
4 of the 5 students wounded in the shooting remain in critical condition. The 5th is listed in stable. Police say they still don't know why the gunman targeted Michigan State University. He took his own life, and it is not clear if authorities will ever know that answer. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:05.
All right, Mark's an important man today because we've got some big changes coming to our forecast this
Every
week.
day, though. Every day.
Every day there's going to be, but every day there's going to be big changes. Today it's going to be the wind advisory starting at 6 p.m. tonight until tomorrow morning. Winds in excess of 40 miles an hour expected in our area. We're going to talk more about the wind advisory and then what follows those winds.
And heart disease can affect adults as young as age 20. Some people are at higher risk of developing it. Coming up, what those risks are and ways you can start living a heart-healthy life.
And a mass shooting in New Orleans at a Mardi Gras parade. 1 person is dead and a child is among the injured. After the break, what we know about the shooting and an arrest.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Let's take a test drive of this rugged Nissan Frontier, redesigned inside and out. There's plenty of power so you can take it anywhere, thanks to an upgraded suspension, steering system, and powertrain. The cabin has improved too with a new seat design, larger storage compartments, and a big touchscreen that's smartphone compatible. If you weren't interested in a Nissan Frontier in the past, it's time to reevaluate. Test drive one at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
Craig Swap & Associates. One call, that's all.
Get pampered, relax, invigorate, and rejuvenate. 7 Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa's new North Spokane location is a full-service salon that specializes in achieving this every day. Guests enjoy a complimentary drink with all services, including hair, nails, spa, microblading, full bridal, and more. Our 10,000 square foot spa, one of the largest in the Northwest, accommodates large groups, and walk-ins are welcome too. 7 Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa, a luxury experience accommodating everyone.
It's a February 4-wheel drive sale at all 3 Cal locations, as Cal loads up the lot with tough loaded SUVs and trucks, and for 4 days only drops their prices by $400, plus giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in. And 44 George Washington's down is all you need.
When you live in the beautiful Northwest, then you better own a 4-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new 4-wheel drive at Cal.
This month, we're turning up the heat at Max Auto Sports. During the I Wanna Getaway event, get a sweet deal. Then take your sweetheart to Vegas on us. Choose from the coolest cars from $199 or the toughest trucks from $299. Our lifetime powertrain warranty at no cost with rates from 2.9% and $4,000 over KBB for your trade-in. You can't let this get away. For 6 days only, the I Wanna Getaway event at Max Auto Sports on the corner of Lyons and Division.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. As we told you at the top of the newscast, President Biden making an unannounced visit to Kyiv on the 1-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
The high-stakes trip comes amid new warnings to China. The Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with his Chinese counterpart this weekend, and Senator Lindsey Graham also cautioning Beijing not to cross the line by supporting Russia, calling it the most catastrophic thing that could happen to U.S.-China relations.
5 people were shot during the Bacchus parade in New Orleans last night. 1 adult died. 3 others and a child are in stable condition and being treated at a local hospital. Police say 1 person is in custody. 2 guns were found at the scene. The police chief says it is not clear what led up to this shooting.
6:09 on a Monday morning. Good morning to you. 10-second takeaway. A cloudy and mild start. We're there. We do have breezy conditions. You need light layers, but we're going to get the winds firing up later on and the showers coming in about the time school gets out. 48 the high today.
Well, congenital heart disease affects 1 out of every 100 babies born. It's more common than childhood cancers.
And each heart disease diagnosis affects every family in a different way. In this Miracle Monday, Sydney Charles tells the story of one little girl whose heart has a special story to tell.
The Kelly family says no one could prepare them to be parents of a cardiac patient, but they say the team at Providence Sacred Heart Children's Hospital helped them do just that.
She's fun. She loves to read.
Sassy, spunky, crazy little lady, huh? Are you crazy?
Yeah. Abigail Kelly is just like any other 2-year-old. But before Abigail was born, Cora and Joe Kelly got news no parent wants to hear.
The doctors noticed that something in her heart was not developing right, and so they referred us on to the doctors at Maternal Fetal Medicine here at Sacred Heart.
Abigail spent the first 4 days of her life in the NICU at the Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Then she had a heart catheter procedure to try and give her heart a fighting chance.
After that, it was a waiting game in the hospital for another 2 weeks to see if that procedure worked.
That surgery didn't work. And when Abigail was just 18 days old, the team at Sacred Heart decided to do an open heart surgery.
We didn't expect to end up there. It was tough emotionally. I will say, though, the staff is amazing. The nurses in the NICU and in the PICU, they're so loving, caring, kind.
Providing that extra care is something the staff pride themselves in.
Kids with congenital heart disease or sometimes acquired heart disease have a lot going on. What we're trying to do is allow people to get quality care near where they're at.
With support from the Sacred Heart team, the Kelly family was able to take their baby girl home 9 days later.
That's when she started to recover, and we got to cuddle her and hold her, and her heart was finally doing what it needed to do.
The Kelly family can finally give Abigail what they've always wanted: a normal childhood.
She'll go to school, she'll play sports, she'll just be like any other kid, really. Yes.
Although Abigail will have follow-ups and even other surgeries, the Kelly family says they will continue to put one foot in front of the other and remind each other just how lucky they are. If you'd like to support the Children's Miracle Network, you can find the donation page under this story on KXLY.com. 100% of your donation stays right here in our own community. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
What a little sweetie.
Oh, that voice. Oh.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
Well, February is full of hearts because of Valentine's Day, also because it is Heart Month. Destiny Richards is up next. She talked with the folks at Providence Health who want your heart to be healthy.
And we're preparing you for a weather alert day tomorrow. Mark's forecast is coming up as we head to a break. Here's a live look over downtown Spokane from Cliff Drive.
Ooh, pretty.
We'll be right back.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you. Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and lime scale buildup, so you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Shop local and get exclusive rebates up to $500 at Fred's President's Day sale.
With a variety of custom cafe colors and options, makes it easy to personalize your kitchen.
And when it's time for cleanup, the GE Cafe dishwasher has loading flexibility and a reversing wash arm to clean every inch of your dishes.
More rebates are available. Get up to $2,000 in rebates on GE Cafe appliances.
Come in and see the great selection of cafe kitchen packages during Fred's President's Day sale.
It's the President's Day holiday sales event at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with special offers and overstock discounts on $15 million of overstock furniture and mattresses for every room in your home.
Get that new bedroom set or that living room furniture you've been waiting for, or the hot new styles that have just arrived with big overstock discounts and special financing, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walkers.
Looking for style, power, and technology wrapped in Buick luxury? The 2023 Buick Envision Compact SUV has just what you're looking for, with technology like Amazon Alexa built-in, wireless smartphone charging, head-up display, and wireless compatibility for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Take the wheel and lease an Envision for just $345 a month. Come see the selection of new Buicks just off I-90 at George Gee Buick GMC, the top volume GMC Buick dealer in Washington State.
My name is Jennifer, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015. Getting a cancer diagnosis is literally like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. When I'm at Summit Cancer Centers, I feel like they're kind of part of my family in a sense. They've always had my best interests in mind, so I'm actually very hopeful for the future. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pape Machinery.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Heart disease can affect anyone at any age and continues to be the #1 cause of death for women.
This American Heart Month, health experts at Providence want you to be aware of the risk factors that can lead to heart disease. Destiny Richards is in studio with what those risks are. And Destiny, the big question is heart disease preventable?
It is. The good news is heart disease is preventable, but some people are at a higher risk to develop it. Whether it's genetics or lifestyle, here are the conditions that can make a person at high risk for heart disease: being overweight, drinking too much alcohol, an unhealthy diet, having diabetes, smoking, and not moving enough. Heart disease also affects women more than men, and minorities are more at risk than white Americans. In fact, Black Americans are 30% more likely to die from heart disease. But despite these disparities, the best way to lower your risk will be to make lifestyle changes. Nicole LaFord is a registered dietitian and cardiophysiologist at Providence, and she says getting up and moving is one big way to do it. I had the chance to experience how patients at Providence St. Luke's Rehab Center exercise after going through a cardiac event or procedure. It doesn't take running or sweating a lot, but it is necessary to strengthen the heart back up a little bit at a time. Coming up in about 30 minutes, how exercise can improve other factors that lead to heart disease and why it's important to get moving early in life and often. Reporting in studio, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thank you so much. You're taking another live look here over downtown Spokane from atop the KXLY studios at 500 West Boone Avenue.
And things will start getting a little spicy later on today.
We're going to see some changes, and really today we'll start those changes. You're absolutely correct. And then it'll, well, all week long. All week long. All right, let's talk about what's going on with the forecasted winds. That's going to be today's story. We're going to get rains coming in with it, but mainly for North Idaho. So those winds coming in tonight, overnight, we see those winds gusting to 40 miles an hour, sustained winds to 20, maybe 30 miles an hour. Then things calm down, and then we see another round of winds coming in after the snow on Tuesday. So today it's going to be 48 degrees. Rain, that's going to be this afternoon between 4, 6, 4, and 7. Those winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Overnight, we'll see those winds gusting to 45 into the West Plains. Spokane, probably 40-mile-an-hour winds. 35 will be the overnight low, so we remain above freezing. Here is the 4-day forecasted radar. The snow, the rain hitting us this afternoon, and now Tuesday, 11 a.m. This is the setup for what will be 1 to 3 inches in Spokane, but more so for the mountains. That moves out, and that cold Arctic air moves in, and that's going to then captivate us. So we look at the forecasted snow as we look at North Idaho and what we expect into the valley. And really, by the afternoon, we start to see some amounts that are 2 inches in Hayden. By Tuesday, 5 o'clock, maybe 2.3 inches into Liberty Lake. Again, these are forecast models. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches for our area, and there's going to be much more into the Cascades. If you're driving over to the west side, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday is going to be a mess. Now, today, we're going to be around 50 degrees. Things are looking pretty good. The planning forecast. All right, so today, yeah, it's going to be windy, but we have a weather alert day for Tuesday because of, again, those snows coming in for the evening commute, heavy mountain snows. For Wednesday, a weather alert day because the winds and the cold temperatures with bitter cold wind chill temperatures, and then the Arctic air comes in, sets down, and that's going to be all the way through Saturday with overnight lows into the single digits. Whew. It's 6:20. Time now for Pet of the Week.
This sweet, inquisitive, and very handsome feline would like to find a loving home where she can spend the rest of her life. Already living 17 years and being abandoned at this time in her life, Ellie, as we call her, has probably seen her fair share of heartache. Whatever her past has been, Ellie is a sweet senior who is friendly with other animals and loves a gentle head scratch and chin rub. If you have it in your heart to let this lovely lady live comfortably with your family, stop by Kootenai Humane Society on Tuesday or Thursday afternoons through the end of March, or visit our website at kootenaihumane.org for more information on Ellie or any of the animals that are currently available for adoption.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Yeah.
Cutie. It is now just about 6:21. WSU's win over Oregon was big, but the bigger win may have been DJ Rodman announcing he's coming back for another year. We will hear from the senior.
And it was senior night for the WSU women as well, and they helped their NCAA tournament chances by beating the Oregon State Beavers. We'll have the highlights next in sports. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Monday morning. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Our Savings Power Hour kicks off with Buffalo Chicken Cheeseburgers.
I know!
Then, what to buy and not buy at the bulk store.
You're going to save at least 50%.
Mixed Rachel.
Watch Rachel today at 3 and 4 News Now at 5.
Chewelah Casino is all about having fun. We have over 300 gaming machines and are always adding new ones. You could win your share of $6,000 cash. And one lucky winner will receive this 2023 Can-Am Commander. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, February 25th. Chewelah Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, jackpots, food, sports betting, live table games, and fun. Learn more at ChewelahCasino.com.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Whether they're lifelong Subaru owners or first-time buyers, Subaru drivers in North Idaho have helped us grow into a dealership with over 70 employees. Employees who care about this community the way my family does, with vehicles we're proud to put our name on.
If you're interested in a new Subaru or ready to bring yours into our state-of-the-art service center, we'll give you the great service that we began generations ago.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
One of the best kept secrets in Spokane is the little granite and cabinet store that does most of the biggest remodels and new construction. Northwest Granite.
Northwest Granite is known for their incredible selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options that bring captivating, attractive looks to any room in your home.
From quality flooring to a variety of cabinets and exotic countertops, Northwest Granite is the one-stop shop that does it all.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
It's been a season of disappointments for the Washington State men's basketball team. Once again, unable to stay consistent enough to make a run at the NCAA tournament. But on Senior Day Sunday afternoon, some good news for the future. During the ceremonies, it looked as though forward DJ Rodman was saying his goodbyes to Pullman. But instead, he took the time to announce he would be returning for one final year. Rodman is having the best season of his career, averaging nearly 10 points and 5 rebounds a game for the Cougs. Now, the announcement even came as a surprise to head coach Kyle Smith, who jumped into DJ's arms after hearing the news.
I just want to keep everyone on their toes. I was thinking about it a little bit, to be honest, but I think the process of elimination, like what's going to be the best opportunity for me, and I'm happy here. I've been happy. Why not come back?
And it was also senior day for the Washington State women as they honored 3 players that would be moving on after this season. And they sent the seniors off on a pretty good note, beating Oregon State 67-57 to earn their 18th win on the season. Now, with just 2 games left to go in the regular season, the Cougs are projected as one of the final 4 teams receiving a bye into the NCAA tournament, as Selection Sunday is now just less than 3 weeks away.
What a cut. Couple of big wins for the Cougs yesterday. You might soon be paying more money for a used car. Wholesale prices for used cars being sold at auction have risen sharply in the last few weeks. According to Manheim, prices jumped 4% in just the last 2 weeks. That's an unusually big increase for such a short period of time. It caught industry insiders by surprise. A shortage of new car inventory helped drive both new and used car prices to record levels earlier last year. The busy selling season for used cars is only months away, and it's tied to when potential buyers get their tax refunds. Now, dealers are scrambling to rebuild inventories, which is resulting in higher prices for used cars. And home prices are rising across the country, but there are some areas seeing price drops.
The National Association of Realtors says single-family median home prices increased 4% in the 4th quarter from a year ago to more than $378,000. But researchers found that a few markets saw double-digit price drops. For example, San Jose, California was the most expensive place to purchase a home in the U.S. in the 4th quarter. But that median price of more than $1.5 million is down 5.8% from a year ago. San Francisco had the biggest price drop in the country, down 6.1% from a year ago. Other areas seeing a drop in home prices include Los Angeles, Anaheim, and Boulder, Colorado. The median for those in San Jose?
A lot higher.
Ooh.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26.
A court fight over what information you can see in the University of Idaho murders case, why suspect Bryan Kohberger's attorney is fighting to keep a gag order, and we are fighting against it.
And Spokane County is working to get better internet service to those of you in rural areas. We'll tell you how coming up. But first, here's a look at what's coming up on GMA starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, ready, set, shop. The President's Day deep discounts start now.
President's Day is great for those bigger ticket items, especially those for the home. So think mattresses, large appliances.
And this year's mattress deals are what savings dreams are made of. Casper offering up to 25% off their entire mattress line. Helix offering the same, plus 2 free pillows. And while President's Day sales are typically known for mattresses, many now crossing into other categories like tech.
If consumers are looking for other things like tech, for example, you should definitely look. I did get a notification from a deal site the other day saying that Lenovo was having up to 81% off on PCs.
And we'll have all the sales you don't want to miss coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News, New York.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
This February, if you're searching for something sexy, tough, reliable, and exciting, then you need to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota and fall in love with a new RAV4 or Highlander, or maybe a Tundra or Tacoma truck, and take advantage of great financing options. Plus, if you're looking for a quality used vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great options to choose from. This February, fall in love with a new vehicle for 2023 from Findlay.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move.
Let's go!
With a new gym opening soon in Spokane and a variety of fun classes starting now, there's never been a better time to join.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire is making room for new inventory. For a limited time, you can create your ideal space and save on in-stock selections. Sofas, chairs, tables, and more. Comfortable and beautiful furniture makes a house feel like home. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with some of the big stories online this morning.
The shooting death of an auxiliary bishop with the Archdiocese of Los Angeles is being investigated as a murder. According to the LA County Sheriff's Department, deputies found Bishop David O'Connell shot in his home Saturday. The 69-year-old, who was a priest and later a bishop in LA for 45 years, was pronounced dead at the scene. The Sheriff's Department has released very few details, only saying they've ruled out suicide.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced $100 million in disaster relief aid for Turkey and Syria as they grapple with the aftermath of that powerful earthquake. It killed at least 46,000 people. Global relief groups warn many rescued children face uncertain futures. Some are too young to know their names, while others have lost all close family members, which makes connecting them with extended relatives difficult. Authorities say they have so far managed to reunite more than 900 children with their families. Many are still waiting to be processed.
President Joe Biden made an unannounced visit to war-torn Ukraine this morning, arriving in Kyiv as the United States signals its ongoing support ahead of the anniversary of Russia's invasion. Biden planned to meet for extended discussions with President Volodymyr Zelensky and other officials. He also planned to announce delivery of critical equipment, including artillery ammunition, anti-armor systems, and air surveillance radars. He said the visit reaffirmed that the U.S. has unwavering and unflagging commitment to Ukraine's democracy, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, February 20th. Let's check in with Mark in that first alert forecast that's about to get saucy.
Yes, saucy. Or sassy. 38 right now into Coeur d'Alene. You got cloud cover. It's a dry morning, breezy at times. We've got some clouds and 35 degrees, so a very mild start. Wind advisory from 6 p.m. tonight through 10 a.m. Tuesday. We're going to see that throughout the region, and then that takes us all the way to the Cascades on I-90. Now, first alert weather days coming up both Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be Spokane and North Idaho, and it's because of the snow. Then we're going to have severe road conditions, and then the wind chills on Wednesday with sub-0 degree potential there. So we want you to be aware of this. Windy and warm today. When we look at the 4 things you need to know. Rain moving in today. That's going to happen about 4 o'clock. Tomorrow's going to be a snowy day, mainly into the afternoon, and then the Arctic air comes in behind that. So for the next 12 hours, we're going to see those rain showers coming in about 4 o'clock, taking us past dinner time, and our high today is going to be 48 degrees.
Attorneys in the University of Idaho murder case want a gag order to stay in place, saying suspect Bryan Kohberger is fighting for his life.
Kohberger faces murder charges for the deaths of 4 U of I students in November. The judge has a broad gag order in place, prohibiting anyone involved from making any statements outside of the courtroom. A large group of local and national news organizations, including KXLY and all of the local Spokane TV stations, are challenging that order, with the Idaho Supreme Court saying it's too broad and violates the First Amendment rights of people involved. In a motion filed Friday, Kohberger's public defender says her client should be heard on this matter, saying, quote, Mr. Kohberger's life depends on this system remaining intact. He must be permitted to fight for it if this court decides to consider the media's petition. Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson also wants the state to be heard, saying it has an obligation to make sure Kohberger gets a fair trial. There's much more to this development in this case, so we have posted a deeper dive into this along with related stories on KXLY.com.
Well, people living in underserved rural areas will soon be able to access faster internet services. Spokane County has signed agreements with companies like Comcast and Patera to bring high-speed internet to several rural parts of the county so that all people will have better digital equity access. Places like Cheney Lanes and Rosa's Pizza, it's a local entertainment center, had trouble serving customers quickly without that high-speed internet access.
2020, we implemented a new system allowing customers to place orders for both pickup and delivery for their pizza online. And that high-speed connectivity has to be there. When someone orders food online, they expect that order to go through to the restaurant immediately.
Now that it's partnered with Spokane County, local internet service provider Patera is expanding its service to other underserved areas like the city of Medical Lake. Comcast also taken a step providing hybrid fiber services for over 600 homes and businesses in the Chattaroy area, installing high-speed internet by early next year. For more information on how to access high-speed internet, you can find it on our website, KXLY.com.
Some Idaho lawmakers want to make it illegal for anyone to give an mRNA vaccine like a COVID or flu shot. They've introduced a bill in the Idaho State Legislature that could change healthcare in the GEM state. The bill was just officially introduced into the Idaho State Legislature. If passed, it would amend Idaho State Code by adding a new section to penalize anyone from administering an mRNA vaccine in the state with a misdemeanor. During the bill's hearing, one of its sponsors, Senator Tammy Nichols, said she believes the COVID-19 vaccines were made too quickly.
So I think there's a lot of discussion that needs to be done on this. I think there's a lot of information that continues to come out with concerns in blood clots and heart issues, and the correlation versus causation needs to be addressed.
However, other lawmakers disagreed and said while the vaccines did receive emergency use authorization at first, they eventually received full FDA approval. So far, the bill has just been introduced. It will still need a hearing and future vote in committee to make it to the House floor.
The U.S. military is ending its search and recovery efforts for suspected spy balloons and other unidentified objects in North American airspace. Navy officials say teams successfully located and collected debris from that suspected Chinese spy balloon and will deliver that to the FBI. As for the other objects, though, days of searching have been useless and officials decided to end the effort. Government officials now plan to develop new policy for how to handle such discoveries in the future.
One person was killed and 10 injured early Sunday after a pair of shootings in Tennessee that police believe are connected. One of those shootings took place at the Memphis Live Lounge where 7 people were shot. Just a mile down the road, one man was killed and 3 victims were left in critical condition after a second shooting took place. It is not clear at this hour if the shooter had a connection to the victims or what the motive may have been.
And today's President's Day, the Spokane County offices will be closed for the day, but the City of Spokane offices will be open as usual, and garbage and recycling schedules will go on as normal. All Spokane Public Library branches will be closed for the day. Municipal court employees will be working and are available by phone today, but since the county courthouse building will be closed, the court is not available for walk-in customers. And I think you tweeted earlier about don't have to plug the meters in downtown today, right?
Parking meter holiday. And Spokane Valley City offices are closed today, by the way.
All right.
If you have business there.
Good morning, Northwest time is 6:38.
All right, what business do we have? There's a lot of wind blowing in here.
A lot of winds, just not me talking. It's Mother Nature kicking in now. We're going to see those peak gusts in the early morning hours of tomorrow, and then it will die down about the time that the snow arrives for tomorrow, kicking in another weather alert day. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Yeah, and Mark, we'll talk more about that coming up. Here's a live look as we head into a break. Overlooking downtown Spokane from Cliff Drive. We'll be right back.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Ready?
So it all started when I was at a friend's party.
Mia, can you send me that?
Sure. Everyone keeps asking.
Mia, can you send me that?
Even my French neighbor.
Green light.
I mean, all the time.
Red light. Can you send me that?
I'm not making this up.
Hey, can you send me that?
Everyone.
Sure.
Get pampered, relax, invigorate, and rejuvenate. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa's new North Spokane location is a full-service salon that specializes in achieving this every day. Guests enjoy a complimentary drink with all services, including hair, nails, spa, microblading, full bridal, and more. Our 10,000 square foot spa, one of the largest in the Northwest, accommodates large groups, and walk-ins are welcome too. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa, a luxury experience accommodating everyone.
It's a great time to improve your sleep and pay less during the President's Day mattress event at Walker's.
Enjoy the best selections of all your favorite mattress brands. And when you purchase an iComfort or Beautyrest Black Hybrid, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture plus a $100 prepaid MasterCard, as well as 5 years no money down financing.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
This week at all Walker's Furniture locations.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to leave plenty of space when I pass by. I think 200 feet is right here. Thank you. That looks safe to me. And if I can't move over, I promise I'll slow down at least 10 miles an hour below the speed limit or no more than 50 miles an hour. You promise? Promise.
We want everyone to get home at the end of the day. When you see vehicles with flashing lights or people working on the side of the road, move over or slow down.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:41.
All right. I'm trying to find where we're supposed to be at the teleprompter here. I messed this up during the break, and we're getting there just
well, let me just
about
start by saying
now.
Keeping your heart healthy is important at any age and any time of the year, not just on this Heart Month. Our friends at Providence say that heart diseases like coronary artery disease can affect people as young as age 20.
Heart disease is somewhat preventable, but genetics and lifestyle choices play a major role in one's risk for heart disease. Destiny Richards in studio now with one easy way to lower your risk.
Well, whether you love it or hate it, it's exercise. Exercise is one of many healthy lifestyle habits that can lower your risk for heart disease. And because heart disease can affect anyone, everyone needs some movement in their life. Exercise is like medicine. But even if you're not sick, you still need a dose.
Exercise can lower your blood pressure, it can control your weight, it can prevent or control diabetes, it can manage stress and decrease inflammation in the body, and it can strengthen your muscles.
Nicole LaFord is a registered dietitian and cardiophysiologist at Providence. She says regular exercise is a way to help prevent heart issues from happening. But for some people, it's necessary to bounce back after a cardiac event or procedure.
So you want to do about 10 to 15 of these, 1 to 3 times through.
At Providence St. Luke's Rehabilitation Center, I experienced how patients here get their exercise.
We allow up to 30 minutes for cardio, and that could be on the treadmill, the bicycle. We have an arm cycle and kind of a stepping machine. And then we do strength training, stretching, so kind of all types of exercise in cardiac rehab.
Seeing people here to recover after a heart attack or heart surgery just shows how important it is to never miss a beat when it comes to daily exercise.
So at least 150 minutes per week is the recommendation, but anything is better than nothing, so just do as much as you can.
That's 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. LaFord says even though February is American Heart Month, it's never too late or too early to start.
It's a great time to be thinking about heart health, but it's also important to consider all year long. So just get active and get moving. Move more and sit less.
And if you want to start lowering your risk for heart disease, here's some steps you can take right now. Avoid smoking, meaning don't start or quit if you do smoke. Limit your alcohol intake. If you do drink, limit yourself to 1 per day. Eat a healthy, balanced diet that's low in salt and red meat. Find healthy ways to cope with stress. Try meditating, and even laughter can benefit your heart. Be active, again, exercising 150 minutes per week. And lastly, talk with your healthcare provider about your risk. Staying up to date with your yearly checkups and health screenings can help your doctor better assess your risk factors for heart disease. Reporting in studio, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thank you for the update. Here we go. 10-second takeaway. Going to be cloudy and a mild start. You can get your exercise day. Go walk the dogs. Light layers needed. Showers later on today. They look about 4 o'clock this afternoon. 48 will be our high today.
Mark, thanks so much. It's 6:45 now.
All right, we'll take a break. Be right back with that full forecast from Mark and much more coming up after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Those responsible for making our local roads and highways safe for winter travel would like to remind you that snow removal is an important, critical, and precise task. Please give the right-of-way to removal equipment so we can all get where we need to go quickly and safely.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXOY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Over the thousands of personal injury cases we've won for our clients, often the person who is injured hesitates to get a lawyer at first for fear of hurting the at-fault party. The truth is, their insurance company is already making a case to keep you from getting compensated.
If you've been seriously injured, don't wait to call Craig Swap & Associates. We'll only represent your interests so you can recover physically and financially. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
Higher education. It's a call to challenge yourself to embrace a future better prepared for success. A test of your ability to reach further, to know more and do more, to understand yourself and our world better. An opportunity to grow your potential, to make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. This is the path that leads to Idaho's public colleges and universities. Your success means Idaho's success.
It's Music Monday with R&B legend Babyface. And he's singing right here on our stage. I might be joining him, if he'll let me.
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
Feel more connected to every fleeting moment. The Mazda CX-30 with available turbo engine. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. More power for your pursuit.
Embrace every unexpected turn in the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-30. We have over 60 Mazdas in stock now at Foothills Mazda. Take yours home today or visit SpokaneMazda.com.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
It goes like one margarita.
Bluebird in my heart.
Baby, you're playing hard to forget.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shine 104.9.
It is now 6:47. It's time for sunrise. Isn't this officially when it is this morning?
Yeah, I think
6:47.
Right in that area now, yeah.
Yeah, day's getting longer. Now they're going to get windy, then they're going to get snowy, then they're going to get windy.
But then it's going to be okay again later.
Next week.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. Today it's going to be 48 degrees, gusty winds moving in. We're going to talk about that. 35 for the overnight low, and that's where we see those winds really kick up, and that's going to be into the early morning hours of Tuesday. We look at the 4-day forecast radar. We're going to expect to see, again, some mountain snows. We're going to see some rain showers this afternoon, and then tomorrow, midday to the afternoon, snow moving into our area. It's going to hang out for a while. By Wednesday morning, much of it exits. Now that Arctic cold moves in for Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday, along with gusty winds. So we look at the forecasted snow. This is really going to be a higher elevation event. When we look at what we can expect into North Idaho, yeah, we're going to see that continue. By Tuesday, 5 o'clock, we could see 2 inches in Liberty Lake, 3 inches into Post Falls. We're going to see, again, now it's showing a higher inclination for Post Falls getting 5 inches. But right now we're looking at 1 to 4 inches as we look through it. Cascades are going to get hammered, so if you're going to be traveling to the west side, it's not going to be looking great. So Coeur d'Alene 3 to 5 inches out of this. Spokane 1 to 3. Sandpoint 5 to 7. Wallace, you're going to be 6 to 10 inches. And again, we're going to see less into Pullman, Bonners Ferry 2 to 4 inches. Lewiston, Moses Lake, and Omak looking at 1 inch or less. So really a mountain event. For our highs today, we're going to be hovering around the upper 40s, 50 degrees, not looking too bad. But breezy conditions are going to add a little chill to that. We look at our planning forecast. So today, it's going to be windy conditions. After the rain showers, we're going to get the snow 1 to 3 inches in Spokane. That's going to be a weather alert day for the afternoon, evening. Then the winds and the wind chill on Wednesday with another weather alert day because of the bitter wind chill temperatures. And then it's just going to be cold Thursday, Friday with temperatures up into the mid-20s with overnight lows into the single digits.
Ooh-wee.
Burkle.
All right. A few days of it, though.
Yeah.
And we will come out the other side.
We will. It'll be fun.
At some point. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:50. Your morning sprint is coming up next.
Yeah, don't go away. We'll also have another quick check for that forecast if you didn't catch all that Mark just had. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Carpet Barn.
Chewelah Casino is all about having fun. We have over 300 gaming machines and are always adding new ones. You could win your share of $6,000 cash. And one lucky winner will receive this 2023 Can-Am Commander. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, February 25th. Chewelah Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, jackpots, food, sports betting, live table games, and fun. Learn more at CheWelahCasino.com.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman & Associates, 922-6600.
Hey, have you seen this TikTok family pairing thing?
Yeah, it's a bunch of settings we can customize.
So
Shauna's parents be like, okay, so I'm thinking 40 minutes of screen time a day. And Shauna's all like, what? I think 60 is fair. Or you know how Ricky posts those 6 solos? Well, his dad's like, these are sick, but they're only sick for you and your friends. Or you could be like, I'm extending your screen time, son, and your curfew.
I don't sound like that. Do I sound like that?
So we recently partnered up with Ben Gregg of the Gonzaga Bulldogs to help us spread the word about our Zags Win, You Win promotion. And next time I'll bet he'll read the fine print.
It's not all bad. Turns out I have a natural talent for heating and cooling. Zags win, you win.
The wait is over and the Spokane Home and Yard Show is back. Join us February 23rd through 26th at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
A combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek has an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, connecting you with your favorite apps and navigation.
Right now, it's the Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene. 4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. Let's get you up to speed with everything you need to know on your Monday here in the Morning Sprint.
Destiny Richards is in studio with tips on how you can keep your heart healthy and lower your risk of heart disease.
But first, let's get to Mark Peterson telling us about some serious winter weather heading our way.
Yeah, we've got weather alert days called for Tuesday and Wednesday because we want to keep you safe. So this is what we're tracking. For Tuesday and Wednesday in Spokane and North Idaho, it's going to be the snow, severe road travel, and then we're going to get very dangerous wind chill temperatures. 72-hour forecast has us mountain snows throughout Idaho and into the Cascades, but we're going to see it in the lower elevations as well. And it's going to be a busy 72 hours. Our high today is going to be 48.
Breaking news this morning, President Biden made an unofficial visit to war-torn Ukraine this morning. He planned to meet for extended discussions with President Volodymyr Zelensky and other officials. He's talking about delivery of critical equipment, including artillery and munition, anti-armor systems, and air surveillance radars.
Idaho State Police investigating a crash in Post Falls that sent a 19-year-old man to the hospital early Sunday. It happened on Highway 41 at Prairie Avenue. Police say the car hit a Lexus SUV that was driving east. An 18-year-old and a 19-year-old were inside that Lexus. ISP says the driver of the Toyota, who was hospitalized, was not wearing a seatbelt.
Attorneys in the Idaho murder case want a gag order to stay in place, saying suspect Brian Kohberger is fighting for his life. Kohberger faces 4 murder charges for the deaths of 4 University of Idaho students last November. The judge has a broad gag order in place prohibiting anyone involved from making any statements outside of the courtroom. A large group of local and national news organizations, including KXLY, are challenging that order with the Idaho Supreme Court, saying it's too broad and violates the First Amendment rights of the people involved. In a motion filed Friday, Kohberger's public defender says her client should be heard on this matter, saying Mr. Kohberger's life depends on this system remaining intact. He must be permitted to fight for it if this court decides to consider the media's petition.
This man, 62-year-old Patrick Joe Kabiza, is now facing child rape and molestation charges. Detectives say more victims, and specifically boys, may be out there. We're not going to go into graphic detail here, but we want to warn you these charges are disturbing and the crimes happened in Spokane Valley. Kabiza is accused of raping 2 young boys at his home this past winter. According to court documents, the boys were staying at his house since the mom says Kabiza had become like a grandfather to the family. The day the rapes happened, the boys told detectives they saw pills hidden in the pizza and wings they had ordered for takeout that night. In court documents, police say they found pink pills believed to be narcotics. And more details in the story and the number for the detective on this case is on our website, KXLY.com.
Keeping your heart healthy is important at any age and any time of year. According to Providence, heart diseases like coronary artery disease can affect people as young as 20 years old. Heart disease is preventable, but genetics and lifestyle choices play a major role in one's risk for heart disease. Nicole LaFord, a registered dietitian and cardiophysiologist at Providence, says getting up and moving is one big way to lower your risk. It doesn't take running or sweating a lot, but just clock in 150 minutes a week and do what you can. Here's what it will take for you to lower your risk for heart disease. It takes a change in lifestyle habits as well as staying up to date with your yearly checkups and health screenings. For more information, see this story now on KXLY.com.
Classes will resume at Michigan State University today. This comes just a week after a gunman opened fire on campus, killing 3 people and wounding 5 others. The university's interim provost says the community is still dealing with the shock of what happened last week and hopes students, faculty, and staff continue their healing.
1 person was killed and 10 were injured early yesterday after a pair of shootings in Tennessee that police believe are connected. One of those shootings taking place at Memphis's Live Lounge, where 7 people were shot. And just a mile down the road, 1 man was killed and 3 victims were left in critical condition after a second shooting took place. Police are still trying to confirm what the shooter's motive might have been.
Today is President's Day. The Spokane County offices will be closed for the day, but the City of Spokane offices will be open as usual. All Spokane Public Library branches will be closed for the day. Municipal court employees will be working. They are available by phone all day. You do not have to plug parking meters downtown. We'll check in with weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
Looking for quality and experience? Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic has been providing personalized care to their clients for over 30 years. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, they do it all. With competitive costs and quality service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
All right, good morning, everybody. Taking a live look at what is a cloudy sky. We are going to see those winds. They're going to be firing up today, so we want you to be aware of that. Cloud cover throughout today. Rain showers coming in about 4 o'clock. So, again, be prepared for that on the way home today. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be the snow that moves in tomorrow afternoon with winds tonight into tomorrow. So, again, we have a weather alert day because of the snow, and then on Wednesday, a weather alert day because of the winds and the cold temperatures with dangerous wind chill temperatures.
Also, bless you, Derek. Thank you for covering your sneeze.
2 sneezes live on air this morning. Goodness gracious. GMA is coming up next.